What's good, family? What's good? IOBA, I'm TC. So, I just want to jump on here today and talk about some shit that's going on in the black community, among the movers and the shakers and the keepers of the code. You know, I've been listening to Tariq Nasheed and Michi X, Dr. Boyce Watkins, Professor Black Truth, the Black Authority, Jason Black, and a whole bunch of other people for, I bet you, close to 15 years. But I promise you, I'm as old as or older than all of them motherfuckers. But I gotta tell you, with that being said, Tariq Nasheed is absolutely right. But so is Michi X. So is Umar Johnson, Dr. Umar Johnson. So is all of them. Each and every one of them is right, to a degree. Now, if you check my old videos out on my old channel before it got banned or shadow banned or whatever the fuck happened to it, you'll see that I was talking about Tariq ass a long time ago and the shit that he does. I called him a fucking entertainer and a comedian and a snake oil salesman. But that doesn't mean that he's wrong in his entire message, because he's not. I mean, immigrants do come to this country and ride on the coattails of multi-generational black Americans. Dr. Umar Johnson is absolutely correct. There is a system in place designed to tear apart black families. And our strength is in our families. And Pan-Africanism is a good thing if you could get it. Michi X is right. The criminal justice system is fucked up. There is a school-to-prison pipeline. All these things are correct. Professor Black Truth with the Friday Crime Report is absolutely correct. All these motherfuckers are right, to a degree. Where they're wrong at is when they start coming at each other head. Because coming from a triple OG, it's exactly what the people that y'all fighting against want to see happen. It's exactly what the people that y'all fighting against want to see happen. They want to see you motherfuckers going at each other's throats and necks and shit. It's almost like they plant the seed of division among you and just watch that shit germinate. And it does. Because all y'all do is fight and dog each other out when everybody making a valid point. Antonio Moore, Yvette Carnell, they absolutely right. You gotta make the change through representative government. Antonio Moore is absolutely right. The fucking wealth gap is astounding in this country. Most people cannot afford a $400 emergency. And that's white people. So you know how poor black people are. So he's absolutely right in that respect. That has to be addressed. All these things have to be addressed. But as long as motherfuckers at each other's throat, cutting each other head off, slamming each other on the internet, and dogging each other's name out, and throwing mud in each other's faces, we're a defeated fucking people. And we're going to stay under the foot of the white power structure. We're going to stay under the foot of the white power structure. Ain't no getting around that. There's no getting around that. I did some searching the other day, right? I found out that, or at least I think I saw, that Tariq Nasheed's net worth, shit, I knew the nigga was a millionaire. But I think I saw something that said his net worth is like $124 million. So, 124 mil. Now, if Tariq Nasheed is worth even half of that, that puts him in the fucking 1%. And the 0.1% among black people. If he's even worth half of that, or a quarter of that, or a third of that, he's still in the fucking top 1% of black people. So why is he out here fighting so hard to squash programs and squash movements? That's my issue with him. I mean, who is he to say if a movement is good or bad? Who is he alone to say that shit? Just focus on what you focusing on. Selling useless motherfucking trinkets and bullshit that people don't need with money they don't have. Making dolls and cartoons about people. Focus on that type of shit. Because at the end of the day, he's just a fucking comedian. He hires motherfuckers who have the facts and the information that he needs. And he's learned how to regurgitate that shit. And I ain't saying he wrong for that because he got a big platform. But don't be gatekeeping and shooting down and bringing down and co-opting every other movement that comes along. Because like I said, this fight has to be fought from many, many, many different angles. Many, many, many different approaches. You can't just sit there and say that your way is the only way to fight this fight. You can't just sit there and say that your way is the only way to fight this fight and get black people in the position to where we got some power in this country. Because, as I've said many times before, we are being reduced to third and fourth class citizenship. There needs to be a permanent underclass in this country, and they're trying to make black people into that underclass. And y'all, with all of that arguing and fighting and bullshitting, ain't doing nothing but helping bring that shit about. But as I say, everybody's right. We do have to fight police brutality. We do have to close that racial wealth gap. We do have to hold our families together. We do have to realize our station in this society. We do have to keep our eye on the white supremacists. We have to be made aware that our crimes, our statistics, aren't what the white people say they are. We have to recognize what's being done to us way before it happens. We have to come up with real fucking solutions to our problems. Everybody's correct. But at the same time, most of you motherfuckers is dead ass wrong. If you think all of that infighting and all of that calling each other out and dogging each other out and putting all our fucking disagreements in the public forums is cool, no, it's not cool. It's not correct, and it ain't going to lead to anything. 10, 15 years from now, we're going to be either at the same level or lower if we keep this shit up. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Listen, I'm going to be talking a lot of good shit on this channel. If you want some honest, logical motherfucking info that can help you navigate through all this, come check me. You know what I mean? Right now I'm at 0 subscribers. So that means I'm just talking into the fucking wind. But I don't care. As long as I'm getting my voice out there, I'm good with that. Can't nobody say it ain't nobody out there talking the real shit though. Can't nobody out there say that there isn't somebody out there trying to sort this stuff out and guide people through this maze of information and misinformation. You know what I'm saying? So if you like what I say, if you agree, if you don't agree, hit the subscribe button and come check with me. I drop a video every 6 or 8 days. But somebody got to help sort this shit out. And it take an old head like me to help do that. And with that, I'm out. Peace.